What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to be able to go ahead and turn your business into an actual very profitable company without needing any VC money or any type of equity from other investors. I'm going to show you guys how to be able to leverage 0% business funding, being able to go and actually scale your business while also keeping 100% of it. So let's go ahead and get into it right now. So in this video, I'm really going to be walking through how savvy entrepreneurs use funding in order to be able to scale their business. There's so many different ways that you can either grow your business, and really what it boils down to is one or the other way. You actually grow your business utilizing other people's capital. There's two different ways, but these are the main ways. The way in which you're using your own capital is going to be generated from revenue that you get from your customers, while the other way of growing a company by utilizing other people's money. Now, I don't mean investors, I don't mean VCs, I don't mean angel investors at all. I mean other people's money, such as the banks. So utilizing the bank's money in order to be able to go and actually scale your business is the other way that you can be able to go ahead and grow. So both of them are going to be time intensive. However, one skill is faster than the other. That's why in this video, I really want to walk through how you can be able to go and actually scale your business, either utilizing other people's money or utilizing your own cash reserves in order to be able to scale your business. And that's why, I often get this a lot because people are asking me, well, why would I use funding if I already have cash, if I already have capital? So let's assume that you actually are starting your own business. So let's assume that you're starting your own business from scratch. So that's exactly why we're going to walk through this scenario. I'm going to show you guys the difference in revenues from a 3-year span from companies that start off doing cold outreach, which is simply going to be utilizing their own money and reinvesting the profits that they generate from any type of cold traffic, such as cold email, cold calls, or any type of organic marketing. Now, the other way is going to be through paid advertising, where they're actually going to be able to leverage funding in order to be able to scale their business. So they'll be able to go ahead and utilize TikTok ads, Facebook ads, and also even Google ads as well. So it's going to be another way that you can be able to go and actually scale your business. In this scenario, I wanted to walk through the difference between both of them and exactly what revenue that they will be able to have. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So here's what we're going to do, right, is that we're going to go ahead and assume, right, that you just started your new business, right, and you already had some cash flow coming in. And we're going to assume that both of these companies right here actually have a minimum valuable product, which means it has an offer, whether it's a product or even a service that's been validated in the marketplace. And all I mean when I say validated is that somebody actually finds value in order to be able to go in and purchase it. So it's a service that you want to the marketplace and people actually want it and people are actually paying for it. So that's what I mean by that validated minimal valuable product. Now, we're also going to assume that both of these businesses currently are doing $10,000. We also have really great and smart business owners. Now, of course, this is going to be a flat line right between both of these companies. I wanted to make this as fair as possible. I really wanted to have both owners start at a level playing field. In this scenario, right, we also have two different ways, right? So you have company A, which is going to be bootstrap, right? They're going to do cold outreach. This could be anything such as cold email, cold calls, or even organic marketing, right? So that's previously, like I mentioned. Now, the other side of the spectrum, right, we have company B, which is going to use leverage funding. So they're actually going to be able to use paid ads. They're going to be using a lot of different TikTok ads, Facebook ads, Google ads, whatever type of traffic that's paid, they're going to go ahead and utilize it. So I really wanted to walk through this scenario, right? Because as you guys can see, there's a lot of noise out there, right? I have a lot of owners that come to me and they also talk to me about, they're like, Abu, why would I go ahead and actually utilize 0% funding? Even though it's 0%, a lot of people think it's a catch, right? Because most of the times, if you don't want to take credit, that means you don't believe in yourself. That means you don't believe in your business. That means you don't believe in your product or service. If any entrepreneur actually had $100,000 within 12 to 18 months, they will go ahead and actually take that, especially if 0%, especially if they knew they can get the money back. Think about it, right? If you have a machine that you can go ahead and put $1 in, and every time you put $1 in, it spits out $5, who in their right mind wouldn't find every single dollar they can go ahead and put in order to be able to go ahead and generate more and more cash flow? That's exactly what I mean. And you have to look at your business as that printing machine that turns $1 into $5. So that's really how you have to look at it, especially if you're a smart and savvy business owner. So right here, right, you have, now don't get me wrong, right? The bootstrap companies, there's nothing wrong with them whatsoever. I mean, there's billion-dollar companies that have not even taken a single dollar from VC capital, which are like MailChimp and a lot of other companies, right? Like, for example, MailChimp didn't even take a single outside investor capital whatsoever. However, it's more about how you want to run your business, right? So this is exactly, so the only reason that people want to be able to utilize this cold outreach method is just because of the fact that a lot of people don't really necessarily believe in themselves and they have fear of not being able to go to repay that debt back. So the only reason that somebody would want to use paid ads and paid leverage is that they want to go ahead and actually grow their business a lot faster and be able to go and actually not work as much and not necessarily work as much to be able to go ahead and get a return on their investment. You're basically paying for more eyeballs. Now with cold outreach, you can actually do the same, but the majority of the time it takes a lot more effort in order to be able to do so before you actually get the right audience to be able to pay attention to it. So company A, right? Of course, we're gonna do bootstrapping. The first year that we actually do cold outreach, and of course, they ended up actually making $164,000, right? So they started at $10,000 a month. They started at $10,000 a month, and they actually ended at $22,000 a month. So they go from cold outreach and they reinvest total investments at $7,000 into marketing. All right, and so really what they invested in is to be able to go and actually keep their advertising, to go and actually keep their marketing system as far as their cold outreach. Because even though it's cold outreach, you still need to pay for emails, softwares, dollars. Even though it's cold email, even though it's cold outreach, right? It doesn't cost as much as ads, but you still need to actually go ahead and invest into the software. Whether it's cold calling, you'll need dollars. Whether it's cold email, you'll need actual domains, emails, and also softwares to be able to go ahead and pull emails from, and also be able to go ahead and send those emails from. So you'll have to be able to go ahead and use it. And you can automate a lot of this. So that's exactly what you're really paying for. So for example, right, we have year one. So they ended up with $164,000 for year one. Now that's only the bootstrap for the cold outreach. Now let's see what happens whenever we go to paid ads, right? So we have company B right here, which of course is the leverage funding. So they ended up starting at $10,000 a month and they end up at $60,000 a month. So they were boosted by $8,000 in ad spend from they were boosted by $8,000 a month in ad spend from the capital that they had as far as leveraging that 0% from the banks in order to be able to go ahead and scale their business. So they ended up actually at $363,000. Of course, as you see right here, it's almost double compared to the cold outreach method, right? And so as you guys can see right here, so like lo and behold, so they ended up actually with $8,000 a monthly ad spend. And so they ended up with $363,000 in their actual $363,000 in revenue for that year. So year two with the cold outreach method, we actually have $311,000. Year two, the company that actually has cold outreach ends up with $311,000, right? So year one was at $22,000 a month, and now year two ends up becoming $50,000 a month, right? So they reinvest all their growth profits into more and more outreach, whether that's finding new methods or finding new markets in order to be able to go and test their outreach methods with. They're going to constantly reinvesting. So this is year two for the cold outreach for company A. Now, company B, right, is actually going to be at $983,000 for year two. $983,000. So they literally tripled from year over year. So from last year, they were doing $363,000. Now, year two, they're doing $983,000. So they started at $60,000 a month and they ended up with $140,000 a month. So of course, this is compounds for a larger base, right? Even as the spends to the profit, right? Because think about it. Once you have the economies of scale, so once you actually have a good margin, you actually have a good product, it's going to be a lot easier to turn those dials. You're going to get a lot cheaper ad spend compared to the more money that you spend because you realize exactly what's working. So it's not going to cost as much whenever you're first starting off. You just instantly off a new viable product. Now, of course, we have year three. Let's see if the company A is going to catch up. And so company A actually ends up with $593,000. And so they went from $50,000 in year two all the way to $110,000 in year three. So they're now just touching that over six figures a month range. It's steady, of course, but it's sustained growth, right? And so that's really the benefit of cold outreach, that it's going to be steady, but it's really, really impossible in order to be able to go and predict. It's really, really hard in order to be able to predict your next monthly revenue and keep it consistent. So that's the main caveat to cold outreach, which of course at the end of the day, don't get me wrong, I've always done cold outreach. I've always liked cold outreach, but being able to go and invest in the paid ads is going to be a lot quicker return on investment for you and also your dollar. So with that being said, right, as far as year three, what we really have is year three for company B that does actually invest into paid ads in order to be able to scale their business, $1,868,000. And this is going to be, they ended up starting from year two at $140,000. Now they're actually going to go ahead and end at $330,000 a month. So this is actually going to be a sustained move. So from year one to year two, they ended up tripling. Now year two to year three, they actually ended up doubling their revenue. And so they ended up doubling their revenue, and now they're at $330,000 a month. So with that being said, right, as you guys can see right here, we have a summary table for annual revenues and differences, right? So you have company A and company B. So I wanted to go and really have this table for you guys so you guys can be able to see the difference in all these, right? So you have the first company, right? Of course, company A is the one that does cold outreach. Company B is the one that does funded scale. So you guys can see the difference between the first year, the second year, and also the third year, right? So there's actually a difference between $200,000 for the first year. There's a difference between almost $700,000 the second year, and it's a difference of almost $1.2 million. There's also a difference between $1.3 million for the third year. So as you guys can see, the growth is just becomes incremental and incremental and incremental. So from being able to go and actually have a 3-year time frame from using cold outreach all the way to funding, you're literally missing out on $2 million of profit. Now, caveat: this is not all going to be profit, of course, because at the end of the day, you still have the cold outreach margins, but you still have the paid ad margins where you have to go and pay it back. But I guarantee you, it's at a relatively lower profit margin than compared to having less money with more profit margin. Because think about it, I'd rather take 60% of 3 million than take 80% of 1 million. So it's going to be a lot more money compared to having one over the other. That's why I have actually utilizing paid ads as the quickest way in order to be able to scale your business. So I really wanted to have this scenario today to be able to show you guys the differences between being able to utilize your own money and also being able to use other people's money. The bank's money is always going to be there for you to be able to utilize. And if you're able to utilize it smart and soundly to invest into your business, you can really be able to see a massive growth in your business to be able to go and actually scale your business rather than just relying on cold outreach and waiting for the next customer. Now you're able to go and actually make better products. You're able to focus more on your customers than your bean counts. I definitely wanted to make this video. I really hope this video is helpful. If you guys haven't done so already, man, go ahead and make sure to join my free school community. We're teaching all about how you guys can be able to go ahead and fix your credit, repair your credit, build your credit up so you can be able to go ahead and get funded yourself. So I really appreciate you guys for watching this video. And like always, I'll see you at the top, my boy.